Hi, I'm from Global Ambassador PR, and I'm from Korea for sure. And today we are going to talk about the end-of-year culture of each country with exchange students. So, hi everyone. Hi. Could you guys introduce yourself?
I'm Bernateda, I'm from Lithuania. I'm studying history back home. Here I don't have any history classes.
Hello, I'm Suvi from Finland and I study political science and economics.
Hello, I'm from Türkiye Gulse and my major is Korean language and literature.
Hello, my name is Viktoria and I'm from Germany and I study international business and trade.
So I'm going to ask each of you a few questions based on the research by PR team. So you can answer the question with O or X and then explain your own culture. So let's get started. Okay, the first question for Bernateda. As not much information about Lithuania is known in Korea, could you introduce your country first?
Lithuania is in Northeast Europe. We are part of the European Union and NATO. Fun fact, we have like two independence days, one in 1918 and one in 1990. And before that, we had like a kingdom, and we had a Grand Duchy of Lithuania as well. So our history is long. It's beautiful.
With this, the atmosphere in December between Korea and Lithuania is very different. O or N?
It's very hard to say. No, yeah, maybe O.
Maybe O.
Okay, so because it's my first semester here, so I haven't seen like the end, like I haven't celebrated New Year in Korea. But I would say if you include like Christmas and the whole preparation for Christmas, I noticed in Korea, Christmas is more like a couples celebration, right? And in Lithuania it's more family.
According to our PR team's research, Lithuania considers Christmas Eve more meaningful than Christmas. And the day after Christmas, December 26th, is also designated as a national holiday, calling it Christmas Second Day. So here comes your second question. In Lithuania, Christmas Eve is considered more special.
Yes. Yes? It is, actually. And it's very good because, like I said, in Lithuania we have 3 national holidays for those 3 days. Like Christmas Eve, Christmas first day, and Christmas second day. So you don't have to go to school or work on those days. So, yeah, Christmas Eve is when the whole family gathers and we have to make 12 special dishes. Each family has different ones. And on the first Christmas day, everything's about like every meat, chicken, everything. And on the second day, it's more like less about being in a family and more about going out. So on the second day, you're more likely with Christmas second day to meet your friends, exchange gifts with the friends.
As you said, Christmas is a traditional holiday in Lithuania and it seems to be a family holiday where the whole family gathers. On the other hand, I heard that December 31st, the last day of the year, is a more like personal and freer. So the third question is, in Lithuania, a festival to celebrate the last day of the year is held on December 31st.
That is correct. But I think that lots of European countries celebrate the New Year's similarly. Like you can either celebrate with your friends or you can celebrate with your friends at the main squares in the cities, and you wait for the clock to hit the 12 and then you wait for the fireworks. Of course, everyone's like drinking, everyone's happy. That's the main square in our capital city. So as you can tell, it was like a couple years ago, it was like the Christmas tree, the fireworks, the cathedral, and lots of people.
The European tradition of Christmas market is originally from Nuremberg? Is that true?
That is correct. It is originating from Nuremberg. It's actually 400 years old and it's also like, as you can probably see here, like one of the biggest ones in all of Europe. It is fairly large and like is all across the city actually. And one special thing about that market is actually that it's called the Christkinder market. And so the Christkind is like the gift bringer in a lot of European countries, I would say. Instead of Santa Claus, the Christkind brings the gift. And every 2 years, the city of Nuremberg chooses a Christkind, which looks like that, if you can see it, which is pretty nice. And so that Christkind in the season of Advent, it goes around kindergartens and schools and gift children with presents. And also on Christmas Eve, it goes around into hospitals and stuff. So that's a very nice tradition, and it's also the reason for the name of the Christkind market.
If you go to Germany, you can predict your New Year's fortune with Lied.
Yes, that is correct. We call it Leihgießen in German, so it's literally lead dropping, I guess. Have a little candle and a spoon where you have those little lead figures, and you can choose your lead figure and melt it over the candle. And you wait until it's fully melted, and then you drop it into cold water, and then it has a weird shape most of the times, and you can try to guess what it could be. It could be a tree, or a flower, or a dragon, it could be anything. And you also can buy those sets, and on the back of those sets there's an interpretation for a lot of things, and it just says, oh yeah, that brings luck, or you will find love in the next year. So that's how you can predict a little bit of the future.
German call December 31st, the last day of the year, Sylvester, and enjoy a dinner with fireworks. O or X?
That's correct. Yeah. We call it Sylvester, probably because of some Saint Sylvester, I think it could be, because it has no meaning in German. But yeah, we just gather with friends or family, depends in what mood you're for. It's totally fine to do it with friends or family. And we most of the times do raclette, which is you melt cheese in little pans, and then you pour the cheese over potatoes or pickled stuff, and then you eat that with your friends or family.
Turkey and Korea have a special relationship, as South Koreans refer to Turkish people as their blood brothers. I wonder if Turkish people also think the same way. So your question is, Turkey and Korea are brother, O or X?
Yes, we think so. We think South Korea is our brother country. In the Korean War, Turkey sent almost 15,000 soldiers to help South Korea in the war. And you can still find some grandpas came from the war. We call them Koreli, in English, Korean. They always tell stories to young people about how hard was that times, and the Korean culture, the hardships they overcame together with Korean soldiers.
Separately. So the second question is, January 1st is a more special day for Turkish people than Christmas. Is it true or false?
It's true. I think the concept of Christmas came to Turkey very late, and people are adjusted themselves to celebrating the New Year. It's also quite normal for Christian people to celebrate Christmas. We also enjoy Christmas decorations and cafes. We all go there, but we don't celebrate Christmas as a special day.
Third question is, in Türkiye, lottery ticket shops are crowded with people to buy tickets for the new year. True or false?
That's true. We have Milli Piyango. It's the national lottery. It's issued only before New Year, once a year and before the New Year. And it's announced at the last day of the year. People enjoy buying it and watching it on the TV with excitement, waiting for the numbers they wrote down.
The first question is Finland the happiest country in the world?
Depends, of course, according to the happiness index, Finland always scores very high, because the social welfare is very good in Finland, and there is not that much poverty or hardships that people go through. But I don't know, in Finland we mostly kind of make a joke out of it because we do not consider ourselves that happy, to be honest. So, for example, the winter is quite tough in Finland. Like we have this meme because it is so dark, the sun sets so early that it's just completely black during the winter.
And the second question for you is Santa Claus isn't from Norway, Sweden, Denmark, or Iceland. He's from Finland.
Santa Claus definitely lives in Finland, in a place called Tunturi, and there's even this Santa Claus village.
I heard that in Finland, when you write a letter and send it to Santa Claus, you can get a response from Santa. Is that right?
That is also correct. Like you need to remember to put your address and send the Santa a letter. He will answer you.
Also, as Finland is famous for Santa Claus, is there any special Christmas culture in Finland?
I must say that a lot of like the traditional Christmas and New Year is very similar to Germany and Lithuania. So for Christmas, like we of course have like traditional Christmas food. For example, ham, we eat ham. That is like the main dish for the Christmas. And then we have this joulutottu, a dessert, very sweet. It has jam in the middle and then just some dough around it. But it's very simple and very nice, easy to make. So that's also why it's very popular.
This is the last question that we prepared, and it's a common question for all of you guys. So what do you think is the most representative year of the and culture of your own country?
I think like we all decided within Europe that we are all celebrating this exactly same way. Just like it's very hard to say what's exactly so special about the New Year's. I don't know why, but in Lithuania, when waiting for the New Year's, people start wondering what's the next like Chinese zodiac is gonna be. So everyone's like, we're waiting for the horse or the dragon. We don't care the whole year. But before the New Year's, that's maybe more like specific. You can buy the mugs with like the dragon or something like that. That's like just for the New Year's. Then the rest of the year, people don't know what it means.
Also have like concerts of like famous people, and it's amazing to watch those shows. And also after a long Christmas period with your family, a lot of people enjoy to get drunk with their friends. But we also have like these superstitions a little bit that might sound weird, but that chimney sweepers bring luck, and also little marzipan pigs bring luck.
Parents usually prepare gifts for their children, and teenagers also enjoy these days exchanging gifts with a New Year raffle.
Well, in Finland, like we always like that there is a reason to have a party. So New Year's, good reason to drink alcohol. Drink alcohol. That is, I would say, that is the main thing for most people. Like after spending the Christmas with your families, and maybe it's not as relaxing all the time, like seeing your family and relatives. So when the New Year comes and you can actually meet up with your friends and kind of relax more and get drunk, that is maybe.
Lastly, I would like to wrap up the interview by learning each country's New Year's greeting meant. So with a short reading, we are going to hear how you feel about today's interview.
So we say Sunoyesis matters, and it literally means with, like together, like with New Year's. Like with New Year's. Yeah, it's like we don't say Happy New Year's. We don't use the word Happy New Year's.
And we say Happy New Year, like in this way. So it's hyvää uutta vuotta.
We say Yeni yılınız kutlu olsun. It means New Year, happy to you.
Oh,
Yeah.
so like a good luck?
Yes.
Oh.
Like I hope the New Year comes good to you.
Oh, that's sweet.
Brings happiness to you.
Oh.
In German, it's frohes neues Jahr. Also, literally translates to Happy New Year.
So how do you guys feel today? How was the interview?
It was so good listening to Europeans. How do they celebrate
Yeah.
Christmas? Because we don't celebrate Christmas focused on the Christmas meaning. So it was so fun.
And for me, I really enjoyed knowing about the other cultures a bit more. Because, for example, I never thought about like Lithuanian those 12 dishes you have to prepare for Christmas Eve. I never heard about that. That's very interesting.
And let's say like Happy New Year in Korean.
새해 복 많이 받으세요.